Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where and when you are watching this video. In today's video, we are going to learn two different ways of how to freeze frame in HITFILM Express. Yes, you heard it right, two different ways. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it and learn something new. But before we start, I would just like to say that I'm not an expert on HITFILM Express in any way. I'm just a user who shares his experience. The new tools, whatever I learn from time to time, I like to share them. So yeah, sharing this video with you does not in any way mean that I'm an expert. So let's get on with it. So as you can see, I've already imported one of the video clips in my timeline. And we all know that, well, a video plays in frame rates, which means certain frames per second plays and the video is made. We all know that. What is a frame? Frame is nothing except a photograph, isn't it? So what we can do to freeze a frame, simply cut one frame out, and that's one photograph. So wherever you want to freeze a frame, you go to that point. Let's say at this point in time, 36.18, I want to freeze this frame. So what I do is I click on the blade button. There are different shortcuts you can always find out. Cut it there. Press the period key that takes us one frame forward and cut it again. So simple. Now you can't see it right now, so what we're going to do is we're going to just zoom in the timeline all the way, and now we know where the cut is. This small piece here is our frame, but when you play, it's not going to show because it's simply one of the frames from the video. You want to notice this frame, you want to keep it there for a bit longer. For that, what you need to do is you just simply drag the other clip to the right and go to stretch tool, click on the stretch tool, come here, pull your photograph as long as you want. And now when I play the video, it's going to be frozen. The video is playing, but the photograph is frozen. You can bring the rest of your clips back, and that's it. That's one simple way of freezing the frame. Now in this you still see this audio track. You don't need to have it. You can unlink it. You can unlink this and delete the audio track. There it goes. And we have the frozen frame here. It can be as long as you want. You simply have to use this stretch tool and stretch the video out. Finished. Now let's look at the second method of freezing a frame. This one is fully automatic. I mean, mostly. I think it's much better and streamlined. So let's say we go again to any point in time, just here, for example. And then you go to export up here. Click on export. Go to frame. Click on the frame. And we get this window open. You can put your path where you want to save this frame, select folder and blah blah. You can give it a name, whichever name you want. Format, you have a choice of formats: PNG, JPG, TIFF, DA, blah blah. So let's say JPG. And the most important thing is here. This says re-import to the timeline single frame, or you can re-import only to media bin or to timeline single frame. The difference between these two I don't really know. I haven't used it yet, but I leave it at default, re-import to the timeline single frame, and let's see what happens. I click OK. OK. Did you see something? Did you notice here we've got a new folder opened where this frame is saved. This frame exactly. Apart from this, if you see on the timeline, you don't see anything, do you? But there has been a change. There is a new track automatically created called frame. The video track is below that and the frame track is on top. And here where our cursor is, or the playhead is, that's where the frame has been inserted automatically. We can't see it yet because it's too small. So we're going to zoom in and we will see there is the frame. Same as before, we can stretch it out as much as we want. But this time, as you can see, the audio track has not been cut or the video track has not been cut. So when we play this, the audio track will play as normal. Well, this is too zoomed out, so we need to go a bit small, and let's say, yeah, so much. And we will see. Well, you can't hear anything because I have the audio off. But as you can see, underneath the video will play and the audio will also play, but frame will be frozen. That's one way. Or what you can do is simply go wherever this was. If you don't want the audio and video and you just simply want the frame to be inserted there, just delete this frame, go up to this frame here, select it, and these two things here, it says overlay clip. It will overlay this. This is exactly the same thing what we've just done. Or you can insert it, which will divide these two clips, video clips, into two parts and insert this frame. So let's do that. See, now this frame has been inserted between two video clips for the same period of time which you had selected. You can change how much you want, and you can bring the clips back. Using a trackpad is not the best thing to use when you are editing a video. So yeah, that was the second way of doing it. So these were the two different ways how you can freeze frame in HITFILM Express. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, share it with anyone you know who might find it useful. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. That goes a long way. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.